Hi everyone, I'm Princess Link, and welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 2. Chapter 31. The two warriors retrieved the Stinger launchers, moved on, and entered a new section of Arsenal Gear, a large circular space with a high ceiling called the Sigmoid Colon. In many ways, the room resembled an arena where gladiators might have fought ages earlier. The only difference was that there was no space for an audience. Don't fall, please. There were a couple doors on the far side of the area. A long ladder stretched up one wall to the darkness near the ceiling. The colonel buzzed. The codec buzzed. The colonel again. Raiden feared answering it, wondering what nonsense the AI would spout this time. Raiden, they've got Rose. The colonel's voice sounded normal this time. There's no garbling or electronic interference. What? Rose is being held in the holds. Snake shook his head. It's a trap, he said. But Rose's frightened face appeared on the monitor. Help! She cried. The image just as quickly disappeared. Rose! Raiden shook the codec as if he could get her back somehow. Raiden, get a grip, Snake commanded. But Snake! It's a trap. Since the colonel doesn't exist, there's no way he can take Rose hostage. Raiden continued to stare at the now blank codec. Yeah, you're right. I am right. He just said that, dude. Okay, but does Rose exist? Don't be weird. Don't be weird, man. Cheater. What if I've never really met her? What? If the colonel's something I partly dreamt up, then everything I remember about her could be... Don't jump to conclusions. You and Otacon are the ones that say the colonel never existed. Raiden. Is this what Olga was talking about? Raiden asks himself. Snake turned his back on the younger man and continued walking. Raiden snapped out of the funk and followed. When they reached the center of the arena, the lights seemed to flicker. There was the sound of sliding, and a dozen more sword-wielding Tungus commandos dropped from the ceiling on ropes surrounding the duo. Raiden immediately dropped the Stinger launcher and drew the high-frequency blade. Snake readied the SOCOM. The two men positioned themselves back-to-back, their weapons aimed at the newcomers. For a few seconds, nothing happened. Then one of the commandos raised his blade, shouted, and lunged for Snake. The SOCOM exploded in a burst of gunfire. The Tungu whipped his sword in front of him, deflecting Snake's bullets. Then the other commandos attacked all at once. Raiden swiftly slashed his sword back and forth, crashing with the razor-sharp weapons of destruction. Snake continued to fire, dodging a blow from his opponent's blade. This time, the ammunition ripped through the Tengu, sending him to the floor in a bloody mess. Snake turned to aim at other commandos, but found he needed to move defensively to prevent being cut in half. Raiden held his own, fencing with 3 Tungu at once. Snake clutched the assault rifle and performed a forward roll between 2 enemy soldiers. He came up on his feet behind them, turned, and mowed them down before they had time to figure out what had happened. Snake was then in a position to fight the other Tungu not involved in the sword fight with Raiden. The men rushed him, but Snake's trigger finger was faster. The arena echoed with the cries of pain and anguish as the SOCOM delivered its final messengers of death. Raiden tried the 360-degree spin again, finding that the maneuver suited him. The blade decapitated one of his combatants as Raiden's body returned to its original stance. The lethal sword outstretched as if it were part of the operative's body. The other 2 Tungu retreated a few steps, but Raiden kept advancing. He swung the sword with confidence, relentlessly boring into his enemies with a frightening fervor. The blade struck one of them across the chest, cutting through his armor and penetrating vulnerable flesh. Snake stood and watched the display with admiration. The kid's not bad, he thought. The second Tungu went down, blood spurting from the wound in his chest. The last man standing continued the fight with Raiden, but it was a lost cause. Something had definitely gotten into the young operative. Whether or not it was the false message that Rose had been nabbed, Snake didn't know. But there is no doubt he was witnessing the emergence of a formidable soldier. In seconds, it was all over. The 12 Tungu lay around the dead or dying. Around them, dead or dying. The only sounds in the echoing chamber were the groans of the mortally wounded and Raiden's panting. Then a hatch opened. A tall, dark woman with blonde hair strolled inside carrying a monstrous railgun. Fortune, Raiden murmured. The two men watched her approach until she stopped some 20 feet away. The air of melancholy still enveloped the statuesque figure. It's been a long wait, Solid Snake, the root of all my sorrows. What? The snake asked. 2 years ago, you killed my father, Fortune said. That was the beginning of hell for us. Everyone I loved has been taken from me one by one. And no matter how hard I try, I can't follow them. An endless nightmare. The only thing we live for is to see it end. Our wait is almost over, Raiden spoke. You can't be serious about firing the nuke. Since no one can kill me, I might as well kill everyone I can, she said as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Starting with you, Solid Snake. She aimed a linear rifle. Am I like linear laser? Am I right? No. I don't want to think about it. Anyway. Damn, Raiden whispered. Snake readied his automatic. Looks like I'm today's pick, he shot back at Raiden. You go on ahead. He gestured with his chin toward the rung ladder. Raiden shook his head. He wanted to stay and fight. You want eternal vest? I've got it right here, Snake said to the woman. What are you gonna do? Raiden whispered. Bullets can't get near her. I'll think of something. There's no such thing as a witch. Fortune sneered at Snake. You think you can kill me? She shifted the linear rifle. I don't know what your group's been through, Snake said. But let's get one thing clear. I didn't kill General Dolph. Do you think anyone believes your lies? Raiden, get out of here, Snake shouted. Raiden picked up his stinger launcher, slung the heavy thing over his shoulder, moved close to the wall, grabbed hold of the rungs, and started to climb. He hesitated, looking back at his friend. Go! Snake yelled. Raiden had to put his faith in Snake's abilities. There was still a job to do ahead. He continued his ascent until he reached the ceiling. He then opened the hatch and climbed through just as gunfire erupted down in the arena below. If you like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!